Hey fellow travelers, ready to embark on an epic adventure with me? Whether you're a wanderlust soul or just dreaming of your next escape, you're in the right place. So pack your bags or just your imagination and let's explore the world together. Welcome back to the channel, The Dream Life. In this video, we'll take a look at exploring China. China tourist places. Visiting China can be a sensory overload in the best possible way. The first time I landed in Beijing, almost 3 decades ago, I fell in love with the chaos. The parade of bikes clanging along roads beside racy Maseratis and Rolls-Royces, the aromas of incense and chuar, Xinjiang-style lamb skewers roasting over makeshift street barbecues, the impossibly picturesque temples and hutong alleyways decorated with mandarin trees and bird cages. I meant to stay for a month, but ended up becoming a resident for 6.5 years. Over that time, there was not much of the country I didn't explore. The Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China is an ancient series of fortifications built to protect Chinese states and empires from invasions, especially from northern nomadic groups. Stretching over 13,000 miles, 21,000 kilometers, it winds across rugged mountains, deserts, and plains, making it one of the most iconic and impressive architectural feats in human history. Construction began as early as the 7th century BCE, but much of the current structure was built during the Ming Dynasty, 1368 to 1644. The wall includes watchtowers, signal fires, and barracks, making it both a defensive and communication structure. Beyond its strategic role, the Great Wall is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a symbol of Chinese strength and perseverance, attracting millions of visitors from around the world each year. Shanghai, China's largest city, dazzles from the moment you set eyes on her. The caramel-colored Huangpu River divides the city. On the east bank lies Pudong, with its endless shopping malls and futuristic buildings. And on the west, there's the Bund waterfront, where charming colonial buildings now operate as swanky dining establishments and hotels. On this side of the water, tucked amid centuries-old buildings, you'll find Amanyang Yun, built out of Ming and Qing dynasty village houses and surrounded by trees that are more than 1,000 years old. The hotel recently launched serene lake cruises, where you'll sip rare tea while watching black swans glide over the water. Forbidden City. The Forbidden City, located in the heart of Beijing, China, is a vast palace complex that served as the imperial palace for Chinese emperors from the Ming to the Qing dynasties, 1420 to 1912. Spanning 180 acres with nearly 1,000 buildings, it is one of the most significant and well-preserved examples of traditional Chinese architecture. The complex was forbidden to the general public, hence its name, as only the emperor, his family, and select officials were allowed entry. Built to reflect the principles of Confucian design, the Forbidden City features grand halls, intricate carvings, and beautiful gardens arranged symmetrically. Key areas include the Hall of Supreme Harmony, where major ceremonies were held, and the Imperial Garden. Today, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a popular museum, showcasing China's imperial art, culture, and history to visitors from around the world. Li River. The Li River, located in Guangxi Province in southern China, is celebrated for its breathtaking landscapes, with limestone karst mountains, lush greenery, and serene waters. Stretching about 83 kilometers 52 miles from Guilin to Yangzhou, the river passes through some of China's most picturesque scenery, often depicted in traditional Chinese paintings and featured on the 20 yuan banknote. The Li River is renowned for its misty, dreamlike vistas, particularly at sunrise and sunset. Along the river, iconic spots like Elephant Trunk Hill, Nine-Horse Fresco Hill, and the Jingping Fishing Village offer spectacular views. The area is popular for river cruises, bamboo rafting, and hiking. Known for inspiring poets and artists for centuries, the Li River remains a symbol of natural beauty in China and a top destination for travelers seeking scenic tranquility. The Bund. The Bund is a famous waterfront area in central Shanghai, China, known for its stunning skyline, historical architecture, and vibrant atmosphere. Located along the Huangpu River, the Bund features a remarkable blend of Eastern and Western influences, with dozens of colonial-era buildings that showcase styles like Gothic, Baroque, and Art Deco, dating back to the late 19th and early 20th centuries. This area historically served as an international trading port, and today it is one of Shanghai's most popular destinations. Across the river, you can see the modern skyscrapers of Pudong, including the iconic Oriental Pearl Tower and the Shanghai Tower, creating a striking contrast between old and new. Visitors often stroll the riverfront promenade to enjoy views of both sides and the bustling ambiance, especially when the buildings are illuminated at night. The Bund reflects Shanghai's unique blend of history, commerce, and modern development. Hangzhou, the capital of Zhejiang province in eastern China, is renowned for its natural beauty and cultural heritage, especially its iconic West Lake, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Known as a center for classical Chinese landscapes, Hangzhou has inspired poets, artists, and emperors for centuries. Westlake is surrounded by temples, pagodas, gardens, and scenic bridges, with famous spots like the Broken Bridge, Su Causeway, and Laifeng Pagoda. Hangzhou is also a hub of Chinese tea culture, particularly known for Longjing, dragonwell tea. The city combines its historic charm with modern innovation, being home to tech giants like Alibaba. Hangzhou's balance of scenic tranquility and urban vitality makes it one of China's most popular travel destinations. Hong Kong Skyline. The Hong Kong skyline is one of the most recognizable and iconic in the world, celebrated for its dramatic mix of towering skyscrapers set against the lush mountains in the Victoria Harbour. With over 1,000 high-rise buildings, the skyline reflects Hong Kong's status as a global financial hub and is characterized by architectural diversity and density. At night, the skyline becomes especially mesmerizing, with the symphony of lights show illuminating key buildings with synchronized lights and lasers. The best views of the skyline are from Victoria Peak, offering a panoramic perspective, or from the Tsim Sha Tsui Promenade across the harbor. Iconic buildings include the Bank of China Tower, the International Commerce Center, and the Tu International Finance Center. The Hong Kong skyline symbolizes the city's energy, economic power, and blend of Eastern and Western influences. Tiananmen Square. Tiananmen Square, located in the heart of Beijing, China, is one of the largest public squares in the world and a central landmark of Chinese history and culture. Named after the Tiananmen, or Gate of Heavenly Peace, which sits to its north, the square spans about 109 acres and is surrounded by important sites, including the Great Hall of the People, the National Museum of China, and the Mausoleum of Mao Zedong. Historically, Tiananmen Square has been the setting for numerous significant events, including major national celebrations and political gatherings. Each day, the square holds a ceremonial raising and lowering of the national flag, attracting both locals and tourists. Today, it remains a symbol of China's modern history and political significance, drawing millions of visitors each year who come to experience its grand scale and historical importance. Temple of Heaven. The Temple of Heaven, located in Beijing, China, is a historic complex of religious buildings that was once used by emperors of the Ming and Qing dynasties for annual ceremonies to pray for good harvests. Built in the early 15th century, it is an outstanding example of classical Chinese architecture, with symbolic design and layout that reflect ancient cosmology. The complex is renowned for the Hall of Prayer for Good Harvests, a stunning round wooden structure without nails, and the circular mound altar, an open-air altar that represents the heavens. The park surrounding the temple is now a popular public space where locals gather for Tai Chi, music, and cultural activities. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Temple of Heaven represents the spiritual beliefs and architectural achievements of Imperial China, and it remains one of Beijing's most cherished landmarks. Great Wall of Badaling. The Great Wall at Badaling is one of the most popular and well-preserved sections of the Great Wall of China, located about 80 kilometers, 50 miles, northwest of Beijing. Built during the Ming Dynasty, 1368 to 1644, this section was strategically important for defending the capital against invasions. Its impressive structure features wide stone pathways, watchtowers, and crenellated battlements, winding across steep mountains and offering panoramic views of the surrounding landscape. Badaling is known for its accessibility, with restored paths making it easy for visitors to experience the wall's majesty firsthand. It was the first part of the Great Wall to open to the public, and is the most visited section, attracting millions of tourists each year. As a symbol of China's strength and resilience, the Great Wall at Badaling provides a remarkable glimpse into ancient military engineering and the natural beauty of northern China. Nanjing Road. Nanjing Road is located between the Bund, Jing'an Temple, and West Yan'an Street. This premier shopping street of China is one of the top tourist attractions in Shanghai for shoppers seeking fashion. This shopping street is almost a century old and has gone through several significant structural changes. Though the modern specialty stores, theaters, shopping malls, and international hotels have overshadowed the traditional stores, you can still explore and shop in almost hundreds of traditional stores. You can find many ancient traditional food stores here, offering you a taste of authentic Shanghai food. Oriental Pearl Tower. The construction of the Oriental Pearl Tower was completed in 1995, and it is the second tallest tower in China. This tower is surrounded by Yangpu Bridge and Nanpu Bridge, creating an amazing view of twin dragons playing with pearls. The unique architecture of this TV and radio tower makes it one of the most attractive places in Shanghai. It is surrounded by green grassland on all sides, making it even more photographic. You can travel up and down the tower in its double-decker elevator and enjoy the view from any of its 6 observation decks. Yu Garden. Yu Garden, also known as Yu Yuan Garden, is a classical Chinese garden located in the heart of Shanghai's Old City. Built in the 16th century during the Ming Dynasty, the garden covers about 5 acres and is famed for its exquisite layout, traditional architecture, and beautiful landscaping. Designed with traditional Chinese principles, Yu Garden features winding walkways, lush plantings, rock formations, serene ponds, and charming pavilions. Notable elements include the Grand Rockery, a large rock structure that offers a view of the entire garden, and the Jade Rock, a rare, porous stone believed to have mystical properties. Canton Tower. The uniquely designed tower with a scenic landmark adds more beauty to the town. The extremely fetching views from the top of the tower, where visitors can have a bird's-eye view of the whole city, is absolutely eye-catching. You will come across wonderful entertainment features as well as romantic restaurants, offering delicious food, and several fine lookout platforms with picturesque attire holding several world records. The tower seems more like a resplendent dress, ablaze with colorful lights when the city is at night mode. Pearl River. The Pearl River Delta has a bodacious leading role, having an important strategic status in the overall effort of China to pursue economic and social development. It is called Pearl River, as the pearl-colored shells lie at the bottom of the river in the section that flows through the city of Guangzhou. Pearl River area is one of the best places in China, bustling with industrial estate. Yet you'll find the rising of China pink dolphins in massive groups floating on the bay. Heading over to the Pearl River, you will get a chance to enjoy night cruising with your loved ones, guided cycle tour of Guangzhou, and a famous skywalk glass bridge tour. You can also take a day tour to capture the glimpses of alluring natural beauty all around. Chengdu. The capital of Sichuan province in southern China, Chengdu is a UNESCO city of gastronomy. For good reason. The mala cuisine here is addictive, at once spicy and numbing thanks to a union of Sichuan peppercorns and chili. If that's not enough of a reason to visit, make it China's cutest residence, giant pandas, or the new science fiction museum. This dramatic spaceship-like structure, pictured, comes courtesy of Zaha Hadid Architects, so expect architectural drama alongside out-of-this-world exhibitions and events. Inspiring Vacations 15-day Shanghai to Chengdu itinerary spends 3 days in the Sichuan capital, giving you ample time to eat, meet pandas, and explore at your leisure. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.